The people of Britain have come to the streets once again to show their support and solidarity with the people of Palestine. But this is no demonstration. It's the greatest challenge that any charity could ever dream of. A convoy of 150 vehicles, including a fire truck, ambulances and aid worth a total of £1 million, driven from London to Gaza, headed by one of the greatest politicians in the British Parliament, George Galloway. Here's a clip of the rally and the convoy leaving Hyde Park, central London.
I'd just like to say a couple of words on behalf of the Stop the War Coalition. We are proud to be supporting this convoy, and we're going to support it practically to make sure its message gets out to the British media as it makes its way to the Rafah crossing, and also to make it clear if any government of the countries through which they pass do obstruct the progress of this convoy, the Stop the War Coalition will be outside their embassy in London straight away protesting the convoy home. Now, I did mention earlier that this convoy is the visible vanguard of what has been a huge upsurge of support for the Palestinian people over the last 6 weeks. In addition to this convoy, I'd just like to commend one aspect of that to everyone here today. That is the students at 28 colleges up and down the country who are engaged in sittings and occupations of support for the Palestinian people, who in many cases have forced their university authorities to break links with companies that are arming Israel to offer scholarships to Palestinian students. That is another example of the practical solidarity with the Palestinian people who we are organising up and down this country at the moment. And there's no doubt that this convoy today, the more than 100 vehicles, the tens of thousands of people that have helped to build it, this, not our grovelling government or the craven BBC which blocked the Gaza aid appeal, this convoy represents the real feelings of the British people of support for the Palestinian people. And if one person more than any other represents and articulates that, it's our next speaker, the organiser and leader of this convoy, George Galloway MP.
Thank you very much, Andrew, and thank you very much to the Stop the War Coalition for the support they've given to this great enterprise from the moment that it was announced on the stage at the great demonstration on January 10th in Kensington High Street. Thank you to Gada Razuki, to Yvonne Ridley, to Kevin Ovenden and all the other volunteers who have throughout the country, from Manchester, from Birmingham, who have Dewsbury, Bolton, Bristol. You see, I shouldn't have started down this road. It's significant that this is a movement of the streets, as Mr. Ben said. This is a movement of the streets of Britain, north, south, east and west. This is not top down. This is not a convoy of big personalities and celebrities. This represents the bedrock of the British working class communities of England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales. And I think that we are the best of British. Mr. Brown and Mr. Blair boast that they are Israel's best friends. Well, we are Palestine's best friends, and that's why we're headed for Gaza, and I believe that we are the majority. I expect no problems at any border, but the promise that the Stop the War Coalition will be ready to move on the embassy of anyone who blocks us is welcome. And the idea of Mr. Benz that the Royal Navy, the Royal Air Force and the British Army will come to our rescue if anyone gets rough with us is tantalizing indeed. We come in peace. We come in peace to the governments and the people of the region. We come in peace. We mean no harm to anyone, but we will not be stopped. We are carrying the hopes of millions in our own country and in many other countries. We're carrying the means of life desperately required by hungry, cold and homeless people in Gaza. And we will not be stopped. We will travel to Rafah and we will go through the gates of Rafah into Gaza. So I thank you very much, all those who've raised £1 million, unbelievable, in 4 weeks, and still being raised. And we can take donations right up until the moment that we cross the border into Palestine, and we hope that we will. To all those who brought their vehicles, to all those who filled those vehicles, all those who are going to leave these vehicles in Palestine, to all those who've come today to see us off and who will be with us in spirit, we are grateful, and we carry your hopes, and we will carry our flags and those hopes high all the way to Palestine. Palestine is that way, and we're going very, very soon, inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much. Now, thank you, George. Now, we've got have a moment's silence, please, because Kevin Ovenden, who's been working flat out over the last month to make this a reality, is now going to say a few words about the practical and organising arrangements. So here you are, Kevin.
Thank you, Andrew. As George said, we ain't going to let nobody turn us around on this convoy. But in order to do that, we have to get moving. And to get moving, people need to move now, please. I mean now, please. Immediately from the roads, from both sides of the road, to that way, over towards Bayswater. Please start moving now. Please start moving now. Start moving back to your vehicles. We will leave as soon as the road is clear. If the road is not clear, we will not get to Ramsgate in time. If we do not get to Ramsgate in time, the convoy will break up before we even leave these shores. So please, back to your vehicles, start your engines. Everybody who's not on the convoy, off the road. We're heading to Gaza.
Yeah.